In July 2025, DARPA chose Bell Textron to build a next-generation rotorcraft that could transform how the U.S. military moves troops and equipment. The new X-plane will take off like a helicopter, fly like a jet, and use foldable rotors to shift between modes mid-flight. If successful, it could overcome the key limitations of today's tilt rotors and offer the speed, range, and survivability needed for future battlefields. So, in today's video, we're breaking down everything we know about DARPA and Bell's rotor-folding X-plane, how it works, why it matters, and what lessons the U.S. has learned from the troubled V22 Osprey. Let's dive in. The new X-plane is being developed under DARPA's Sprint program, short for Speed and Runway Independent Technologies. This initiative focuses on designing an aircraft that combines the vertical lift of a helicopter with the cruise efficiency and speed of a jet, without needing long runways. Sprint-capable aircraft could play a major role in Pacific and Arctic theaters, where large runways may be vulnerable or unavailable. In these regions, the ability to take off from confined spaces and fly hundreds of kilometers at high speed could allow forces to outmaneuver and outpace enemy defenses. That's exactly where the X-plane comes in. Bell's concept features folding rotors that change configuration in mid-air, letting the aircraft shift between vertical lift and forward jet-like flight with far greater efficiency than current tilt rotors. While specific design details remain classified, Bell has released a concept image showing a sleek aircraft with forward-swept wings, twin engines, and rotors that fold after takeoff. This folding mechanism is central to the aircraft's promise. It reduces drag in cruise mode, which could allow the X-plane to fly faster and farther than anything in the current fleet. Bell has decades of tiltrotor experience, most notably with the V22 Osprey and the upcoming V280 Valor. But this new aircraft pushes beyond traditional tiltrotors. Instead of rotating the entire engine nacelle like on the V22, Bell's X-plane may use a hybrid setup where only the rotors tilt or fold, improving aerodynamic performance. DARPA is funding the project through a 12-month initial phase focused on design and risk reduction. If successful, Bell will move to build and fly a demonstrator by 2027. Tiltrotors have been in U.S. military service for decades, with the V22 Osprey leading the way. It was the world's first operational tiltrotor and introduced a new category of aircraft that could take off vertically, but cruise like a turboprop. However, the Osprey has faced persistent reliability and safety issues. Between 2000 and 2023, over 50 people were killed in crashes involving V-22 aircraft. In late 2023, the entire fleet was grounded after a fatal crash in Japan caused by a clutch failure. These incidents have raised serious questions about the long-term viability of the platform. While the Osprey remains in service, the Pentagon has acknowledged the need for new aircraft with better safety margins, simpler maintenance, and higher performance. Bell's new X-plane aims to solve many of the problems seen with the V-22. One key improvement is rotor folding. By reducing rotor drag during forward flight, the aircraft can reach jet-like speeds, potentially over 600 kilometers per hour, while consuming less fuel and remaining stable at high altitudes. It's also expected to feature more advanced fly-by-wire controls, automated flight modes, and modular payload capabilities. Unlike the V-22, which relies on two massive nacelles that rotate together, the X-plane's more compact design could improve mechanical reliability and reduce the risk of asymmetric flight failures. The result is an aircraft designed not just for transport, but for contested environments, where stealth, speed, and survivability will be essential. The timing of this program is no coincidence. As the U.S. shifts its focus toward peer competition, especially in the Indo-Pacific, mobility and logistics have become a top priority. In a potential conflict with China, forces may need to rapidly deploy across islands and operate in areas with no secure runways. Helicopters are too slow and vulnerable. Jets are fast, but need long runways. Tiltrotors are stuck somewhere in the middle. This new X-plane could offer the speed to outrun threats and the agility to land where others can't, bridging the gap between helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft in ways that current systems simply can't match. The next year will be critical. Bell will finalize its design and begin building the components needed for a full-scale demonstrator. If all goes well, DARPA expects the X-plane to fly by 2027. Even if the program doesn't lead to an operational aircraft right away, the technologies developed under SPRINT could influence future military rotorcraft across all branches. The Army, Navy, and Air Force are all watching closely, and follow-on programs may adopt elements of the folding rotor design in their own fleets. The V22 Osprey showed what tiltrotors could do, but also what they couldn't. Now, DARPA and Bell are betting on a next-generation rotorcraft that could finally deliver the speed, safety, and flexibility that future battlefields demand. So, what do you think? Can folding rotor aircraft become the new standard for U.S. military aviation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest defense news and analysis.